everybody! Today we're going to make some banana nut bread. My husband loves banana nut bread. So I have some extra bananas that were in the freezer, so I took them out to thaw and I said I'm going to make some banana nut bread because he really enjoys it. And he's really been working hard lately. Everybody needs a treat. Okay, it takes 1.5 cups of flour. So let me get that. 1.5 cups of flour, and it takes a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. There we go. Just any old salt will be fine. And then it takes 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And this is my cooking baking soda. I have baking soda that I use for other things, but it's not kept in my kitchen. This is just for cooking. Baking soda. Oh, it is a good cleaner. I use it for a lot of things cleaning the house. All right, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And now I am going to stir that around just to mix that up a little bit. Okay. Oh, and it takes 3/4 cup of sugar, and you can use as much. This is not what makes the banana nut bread. The bananas make the banana nut bread. So if you don't want as much, I made a note in my book here, y'all. Seriously, and I said the first time I made this, I forgot the sugar. Laugh out loud. I said Doug loved it anyway. So the sugar really doesn't matter, and he's a sugar guy, so he loves his sweets. So anyway, all right, we're gonna put in 3/4 just because that's what the recipe calls for, and I want to do it like that for you guys. All right, we got that all stirred up, mixed up together, and I'm gonna put the wet stuff. All right, now this is a secret. Nobody can tell Doug that mayonnaise goes in this recipe because he hates mayonnaise and he doesn't like it, but he eats it all the time. He just doesn't know it. Do y'all do that? I mean, he loves it. He just doesn't like it on a sandwich. All right, I'm gonna stir this around a little bit right here, and then 1 egg, and I didn't get my egg out. Let me grab my egg. Just 1 egg. And pop that in there. There we go. All right. And now for the bananas. And like I said, I freeze my bananas. Like, I'll buy a whole thing of bananas thinking I'm going to eat healthy and be so good all week. And, well, that never works out. So I end up freezing my bananas. So anyway, they don't look good. They're all brown and everything, and they have a lot of juice. But the juice, I just put it right in there, and I mean, it's fine. So the bananas and its juice. Okay, now I take my little hand mixer and I mix it up real good until it gets kind of creamy and everything. And after that, that's when you add your nuts to it. You just kind of throw them in there. Most people will say you fold them in there, but there ain't no folding to this. You throw those nuts in there. And you don't have to use pecans. You can use walnuts. You can use any kind of nut you want to use. It says banana nut bread. It doesn't say banana pecan bread. So I use walnuts because he loves walnuts as much as he does pecans. Okay, that's all mixed up right there. I gotta get the goodie off my sugar. I guess that is it. Okay, and now there is not much left in this. Let me see how much this is. Whoop, there's my mess. Okay, that's almost a cup, and it doesn't matter. You do, you do. I just want to get rid of the rest of that. I didn't want just a little bit left in there. So, anyway, we just stir those around, see? And it's all mixed up now. Here we go. All right, you need to have your oven on 350, preheating, and mine is, because it's already got a batch of banana nut bread in there. So, I'm gonna get my pans. I haven't got my pans done. Let me show you my pans. They are so cute, y'all. Look, y'all. Look how cute they are. They're so tiny, but they're just right for a little muffin at night with some coffee. My husband loves it. He thinks it's just the bomb. So whatever works, you know. And I just spray this with some Pam, or you can put butter in there and grease these if you want to, or Crisco, anything you want to use. Do whatever you want to do. What I do is easy. And if I could find my spray, I'd spray. Here it is. You just spray them and then pour your stuff in there. And this is going to be a little bit more than, we'll fill this, this is going to fill up, and I'll have to find something else to put a little bit in. So I'm going to do this real quick. And it has been a beautiful day in Mississippi today. It does not feel like February. It was 80 degrees yesterday, y'all. And I filled that one up a little bit too full. Okay, well, we can dig that out. If you fill it up too full, just take a spoon and get it out. It'll be all right. You don't want it to overflow in your oven. All right. Now we still have a little bit left, so I'm gonna have to find something else to put that in. Let me get a little bit out of here, and I'm gonna put it over here. See, there ain't nothing to that, y'all. Not all my friends, but a lot of my friends, I can't cook. Yes, you can. If you can read, you can follow a recipe, and you can do what it says. You can cook. But isn't that cute, y'all? And they come, and you just gotta see them when they come out. Okay, I'm gonna find another little pan. I'll be right back. I found this little bowl, and you can put it in the oven. So it's just enough to go in here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the rest of this batter in here, and he'll have a little round one when he wants some coffee. And he might just share it with me. Not the coffee, I'm not really. I like cold, sweet coffee. And he likes that old black, hot coffee. I'm not for that. Now my mama and his mama, they would have been best friends had they known each other, because they both love black coffee and they drank a lot of it, from what he says and what I say. All right. This one's ready to go in the oven. Now when they come out of the oven, I'll show them to you. They're gonna be so cute and they're gonna be so good. Okay, y'all, they're out of the oven. Look at these, look how cute they are. Now I'm gonna test them with a toothpick and see if they're ready. So what you do is you take your toothpick and you just stick it in there. And if it comes out clean, which it did, they're ready, okay? I'm gonna turn these over on this little rack right here. And see how cute they are, y'all? Look how cute they are. Can you see them? Oh, Lord of mercy, the dog almost got one. Look at here. Aren't they cute? And he'll love them with his coffee at night. Here. Aren't they cute? And he'll love them with his coffee at night. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, I need to tell y'all one more thing. Well, maybe two more things. I used all-purpose flour. I didn't tell y'all that. It was all-purpose flour that I used. And I used 3 bananas. I didn't tell you that either. So there you go.
I think that completes this. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all come back and visit with me sometime. We'll cook up something else.